we may occasionally get a wild Ollie. We don't know if it's out yet, though.
Okay. We should be good.
All right, so in order to kick off the stream correctly, I'm gonna crack open a cold one.
No, I already opened mine.
Cracking open a cold one with the boys.
No.
Let me just open this unopened water bottle.
No. Let me open up another one.
We're all alcoholics, even though mine's non-alcoholic.
Apparently so.
Wait. There you go.
Hey, there it is. Crack it open.
Hey, baby.
The
And I
boy.
haven't even finished my first drink yet.
Alcoholics Anonymous, here we come. Let's see here.
I just turned 21. I'll give alcohol immediately. Let's go.
Hey, congrats.
Baby.
Hey, baby. All right.
So how are we doing introductions today?
Well, I think it'll be these 4 players, minus Ollie,
Should
who
we at
isn't
least
here.
introduce Ollie's character?
Yeah, we should probably introduce Ollie's character for them. But give me a second to put out the live notification.
Mm-hmm. Oh no. How can I reorganize the office? I have nowhere to put my empty cans now.
Get
Oh, God.
fucked, loser.
Eat it, you coward.
Indeed, Seth. You tell her. Eat it, you coward. You ever just want to crunch onto something and get it real metallic and bloodied? Yeah, me too. Me too, buddy. God damn. Sometimes the taste of an aluminum can is the best thing you'll ever know.
So, do you want to start, Dylan, with comma and give them an example? Or we could have Jordan start. That sounds like a better idea.
That's true, but then our order's really weird. Wait a minute, I have an idea.
We started with...
Don't you so.
And... Get fucked, nerd. Let
So
me fix
really
this to be completely
okay.
alphabetical, though.
Oh, what a coincidence! Jordan!
Wow.
Fucker.
Jordan, how did you end up being the first one?
I don't know.
What?
I don't fucking know.
Wow.
How did that happen?
Who could have done that? Tee.
Speak, boy.
Hello, people. I'm Jordan Crow, whatever you want. And this is Red District, where I'm playing Ash.
Is that all?
Oh, what about Ash?
Fuck off.
What about
That's
Ash?
so special.
No, that is literally just back off.
You know what? That's fair. Now we have Grebo Pilberton Steinson. That's the correct last name, right, Seth?
That's correct.
So
How's it going,
introduce
fellas?
yourself. Yeah.
My
pretty
name's
much.
Seth. I'm kind of a guest here. This is Grebo. He's my little fighter, and he's gonna be y'all's friend, Dab.
Another
Fucking love
friend?
Seth.
I like friend.
Yeah, friends are nice. Next up, we've got Hawthorne.
Hello. Name's Sid. I'll be playing Hawthorne. He's a tiefling ranger with a very feisty little companion named Rosemary, which is a wolverine. And he's here to fuck shit up and be the dad of the group, probably.
Oh.
Well then, just gonna call everybody else like that out.
Yep.
Okay. Okay then. Fucking T-pose on them, why don't you? And as far as we know, we're not gonna have them tonight. We also have Kama, the half-orc barbarian that'll be played by Ollie, but as of right now, they won't be able to attend, so they might drop in a bit later, but as of right now, no show.
Oh. Okay.
And
Is
then
it my
you as
turn?
Koji.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm Drayden. I'm gonna be a player character, but also I'm the co-GM of this. Yeah. hmm
One clap for you.
Yeah, one clap.
Thanks.
There's
That
your
was
one
a
clap.
second! Who did that one? Son of a bitch! You snarky motherfucker! But after that, as usual, my name is Dylan. Frozen Lion, whatever the fuck you want to call me. I'm the GM of this campaign. Well, the side campaign, I guess. And this time I'm being helped out by Drayton with
Yay.
a bit more of a. I'm gonna have to put a disclaimer out there. This adventure is going to be a lot darker and have much darker tones than the usual tones we've dealt with in normal White Light so far.
Very R18.
That being, yeah, very rated 18. That being said, it is majorly for humor, though we will get deep into it at times. But this session, that's not going to be much of a ordeal.
Maybe.
Hopefully,
Depends.
I hope not, man. We're not even done with this yet. All right,
Huh.
so I'm going to take us to the first floor of the White Light Guild. And let's see. So, the way we're going to preface this. If I remember correctly, Seth, you said that Grebo has been a member of the White Light for a little bit, just not too active, correct?
Yeah.
So I think it would make sense if he were already on the board. Or
All
they
right.
were. I don't know what pronouns Grebo uses.
It honestly doesn't really matter. He'll answer.
They really don't care.
Yep.
Fair enough. But Grebo, as far as you know, things have been changing a bit around the guild recently while you've been tending to your personal affairs, which, let's be honest, usually consists of a lot of nothing.
Yeah.
But part of what's been changing is there's a new group running around. You heard they actually took down a demon, just like Calamity, which, you know, that's cool. That's hard to do. They did that. And they've been bringing in a lot of new recruits as of late. And you think that just maybe the guildmaster might be trying to send you out on a mission soon too.
Oh no.
But as of right now, you have free reign and you may go where you like.
All right.
I'm actually let's move it down a slight bit.
You'll have to give me just 1 second. 'Cause I need more. 1 second.
Actually, Jay, should I move those two down here somewhere?
Do you want to?
Do you think they'd be on the first or second floor? Most likely.
They could be on the couch.
On the couch on the first floor?
Yeah, the couch is open.
Yep.
Or, couch or bar?
Choose.
No, I'm giving you options. You choose.
Well, fine, just because I don't want it to fuck up the scene we've already got. Because I'm lazy.
What a loser.
Something you know is a good portion of the newer recruits that have been brought on by this new group of rookies are former slaves.
What portion?
What was that, Seth?
I said what portion?
I think it's around 6 or 7 of the new recruits that they have brought on out of the, I believe, 9 are former slaves.
The spider guy in the next room is a new dude.
Yeah, just to bring attention, we've got the Drider over here. Oh, it's actually 10 new recruits, I forgot. These 2 over here. And this lady down here are all new recruits, but these are all that there is on the first floor. There are more on the second. You also know this lady is not a former slave, but is, from what you can see, a pretty stout alcoholic.
Now, that's someone do on their job. I'm definitely gonna go engage because I feel.
Alright, I'm actually gonna go and I'm gonna turn up Seth's volume for me. So, who are you interacting with?
The drunk.
The drunk. All right. You want me to move your icon for you?
Yeah, I'm on my phone, so I don't really have a lot of.
Gotcha.
Appreciate it.
You approach the bar. There's a familiar face there, and the new one. The familiar face you know all too well as Izerov, the friendly old dragon folk of a bartender that works, for a really low price, though he does good work for what he's paid. He does his usual scaly smile as you walk forward. Ah, hello, Grebel. It's been quite a while. How are you?
Not great. Not great. I might be going out soon.
Oh, eh, do you know this for sure, or is it just a feeling you've gotten with all the new faces about?
Man, it's a feeling I've always got. I don't like it. Like even being out here, I'd rather just go to my room.
Yes, you've always been quite the, let's say, antisocial type.
What's up with you? Did you just get back or hanging around?
You know me. My adventuring days are not quite what they used to be, what with this crack in my neck and this bum knee. But it seems that a new group has been picking up my slack.
Oh, really?
Yes.
You got someone working under you?
As of right now, this new group is out in the Underdark with Captain Mokizel.
Oh,
Yes, doing the and he has done this with you as well. Mokizel regularly takes new recruits and brings them to the Underdark in order to help them make contacts that will help them in case something goes wrong within the guild itself.
oh. They sound like the go-getter types. someone I might want to steer clear of.
And it's at this time the woman next to you starts snorting. Yeah, no. They're way hyper type.
Why can't people just calm down and sit in the guild hall? That's really all we need.
That's what I've been saying, but nobody ever listens to the drunk lady.
Well, I'll be a microphone for this movement. Like I told him, I'm about to go out, and that's not okay.
Wait, they actually make people go out. I've been sitting here for like 2 weeks. Izarov gives you this look that says she refuses to leave. Please help.
Now, 2 weeks is maybe a little much for me. Like I've got to change spots. I'm fidgety. Have you just been sitting here drinking?
Yeah.
I'm gonna. I wanna eye her down and see if she's stable enough. Like if I need to get help, because that's concerning to me right off the bat.
So, you take a good look at this lady. You can see that she is the most stably unstable person you've ever seen. And I
Oh,
don't mean that as in she looks like she's unhealthy. In fact, it seems like her body is a bit weird, something that's not usual for your sort. She looks somewhere in between a tiefling and an Azamar, a little bit of physical descriptors of both, but missing a bunch of them as well.
oh, yeah. She's a brick house right there. Minus a few bricks. I think I'm kind of gonna grimace and try to steer clear because um, I'm not comfortable with anything she's got going on.
That is fair enough. Most people aren't down with the Gonzi drunken fighter. Or drunken master, my bad. She seems to be too much in a drunken stupor to really notice that you're trying to shy away.
Feeling awkward and wanting to have an actual reason for leaving this conversation. I'm going to try to find the nearest group of people and just interject into what's going on. Like that was my original intention.
On the ground, you know, Ellis is sitting over here by himself, but that's normal. He doesn't really talk much. You don't really talk much. You guys have a sort of solemn mutual respect.
Yeah, it's the bro nod and keep walking.
Yeah. But as you enter the active area, or as most people call it, the activity room, you walk in on, these three: Oz, the Bolt Ace, who is primarily tasked with taking on vampires and taking them out from afar, along with his Oreed barbarian partner, Nay. Oz isn't very good at talking and therefore doesn't really like to. Nay is kind of a actions speak louder than words type of person that really tries to handle conversation with actions. And you've got your usual sweetheart dwarf, Ingra, who is once again using the modified piano to play around for everybody.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. People who won't
Actually,
talk to me and music.
let's see. I actually do have. Is it this one? I don't know if you can hear it, Seth, but I actually have music in the Roll20.
Yeah, I got it.
All right, yeah. There we go. There's one of my piano tunes. To the south, you see a new face, a spindly young Drider male. And in fact, you know Drider are pretty hard to come by. In fact, now that you think about it, actually, do you have? I'm checking your character sheet real quick to see what knowledges you have.
I think I only have like knowledge engineering dungeon.
Yeah. But can you roll me a straight intelligence roll? Oh. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, you dropped. Alright. So, give me a straight intelligence roll, Seth.
Mm-hmm. It's loading.
Yeah, this is the joys of Roll20. Sometimes it works great. Other times you're just like, God, why do I put up with this?
The mobile app is great. Totally responsive.
10 out of 10.
10
What
out of
use
10.
again?
Does respond. Well, it's just not loading, so I'm just gonna roll you a flat.
Go ahead. Yeah, no, that's just a random ass Drider. Never seen him before in your life. And up toward the northern corner of the room, you see a quite large man sitting next to a small tiefling woman on a couch. This man is very tan, very large. You figure he might be half giant, maybe full giant, just on the shorter side. And
Is there
well,
any more room on?
oh, what was that, Seth? You cut out.
Is there any more room on the couch?
No.
No,
Probably
it
not.
seems like the giant takes up a bit too much space.
I would even sit between the. That's absurd.
If you really tried, you might be able to fit in between his legs.
No, it's just my favorite couch, and yeah, it's cool when I get to sit there.
Are you going to try to assume a position on the couch?
You know what? I'm gonna definitely walk over there and give them a look that just says, like, "Hey, can I sit there?"
So
Hi, so
you
like,
approach Beldritch and Euphoria.
what the fuck are you?
Uh, I'm. I think I'm above you or something, but I'm just trying to sit on a couch. So like, if you guys could scoot over, that'd be cool.
Eldritch, get off the couch.
Deldritch
Oh,
kind of looks
now
at her.
hey, hey, I don't want you to get up. That's too much. We can we just get close.
Deldritch looks at Euphoria.
Euphoria looks at the fact that she has to like sit half on Deldritch to be able to fit on the couch in the first place. I don't know, buddy.
I would like to also sit in this man's lap just to make sure everyone's on the same page.
He doesn't look like he's going to stop you.
Well, that's good to know.
He seems like he could care less.
Amazing. I'm gonna turn to Euphoria after sitting in this man's lap and just, hey, you come here often?
On Dell's lap or on the couch?
Yeah,
I can tell you, I come on Dell's lap all the time. I've actually come on this couch a few times.
Dell face palms, and his hand slowly drags down the length of his face.
Whoa. Okay. So yes, this is kind of this is like my couch. But that's fine. I'm not. Yeah, I'm not mad. No, that's fine.
Problem.
There's just a lot of people on this couch, and I feel like maybe there should be a few less.
You're welcome to leave.
I'm so comfortable.
I'd say you're more sitting on Dell's lap than you're sitting on the actual couch.
Now, you seem to sound pretty comfortable on this lap, too, so I don't know where you're complaining.
Good point,
The
Kirian.
large cat man is looking between the two like, what the fuck is going on? His face isn't very expressive, but his eyes say it all.
Clearly, I'm not going to get my privacy here.
No. No, you're not.
I'm going to eject from said lap.
I would just leave.
Well, thanks, good buddy. You're a good chair. Practice that. Everyone deserves a master skill.
He does the cat head tilt thing, just like, thank you. And I think at about around this time, someone else should enter. As far as I know, the other two of you are new recruits, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And since we have had Jordan before, I think it is only right to have Hawthorne and Rosemary come in.
Excellent.
And you should have control of Rosemary. Let me double check.
Let's see.
Try moving her around.
Am I on the first or second floor? Oh, there I
You're on
am.
the first floor.
Sweet. Okay.
There you go. Shifting.
I'm gonna go in here with all these folks.
I keep forgetting that all my audio settings reset because fucking had to factory reset my computer. Whoa!
That's fun.
Where did you flash off to?
I flashed into here.
Oh, okay. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh, are we gonna have a party?
Yeah. I came to party. I came to let's see. Get used to everybody's names and stuff. I'm gonna talk to Grandpa. Because he seems to know a little bit about some adventures and stuff. So I'm just gonna inquire.
He seems a little upset that his couch is taken.
I'm just crossed arms, tapping my foot. Definitely still looking at my my lost treasure and the lost innocence of my lost treasure.
You seem to be quite pissed. What seems to be the issue?
Well, there are struggles you could not understand in this.
What? Just a simple couch? Is there nowhere else to sit in this guild?
I, as a construct, value reasoning more than feelings, more than more than life. And I see no reason for them to occupy all that space.
I'm sorry,
Here
Dell
for it.
is fucking huge!
He is quite a massive man.
He gets
This
bigger.
man is 7'2" beefcake.
Dell, get bigger.
Yes, he is quite
As if
a-
on command, Deldritch grows in size and assumes the form of a tiger.
Quite impressive.
Oh my god, I can make him even bigger.
He then
Uh,
struts over and lays on the floor. Are you actually?
Yes.
Big
Yes.
kitty!
Rosemary starts to growl at Deldritch.
Deldritch shoots a glare at the Wolverine. And here's his intimidate roll.
oh, that's a
This is a massive
Oh.
tiger.
He is a massive tiger. Rosemary flinches for a second, but tries to do kind of a pissing battle type deal and tries to intimidate him back.
Oh. Time to fight fire with fire.
Listen, have you met a Wolverine before?
Not personally, no. Do you have... Oh, boy. Wait a minute.
Oh, wait
Hold
a
on.
minute.
This isn't right. Why do you have
This is-
10 ranks in climb and 10 ranks in perception? Hold up.
I was just going off of like what the Wolverine thing was on under the like when you search Wolverine in Pathfinder. That's the stats they gave.
Let's see. I see. You went off the template. We'll work on that later. We'll
Gotcha.
get Rosemary shifted to an actual animal companion later.
Gotcha.
But as of right now, here's Rosemary's intimidate.
Well. Rosemary goes to scamper off somewhere else.
Where would
She decides that that's something that she doesn't want to fuck with right now.
that's
A
fair?
20-foot tiger? Man, why would you ever?
Yeah, no.
I mean, like I said, she doesn't normally fear shit. But it's a little much.
Something to note about this 20-foot tiger. It seems like he's trying to wag his tail about, lazily like a cat, and all you see is a stump. Just
How is he not whipping everybody off the couch?
because his tail is a stump.
Precious?
Thank you.
May I
baby.
inquire why your tail is a stump?
He seems a little dour at the question, but answers in his slow, doldrum tone. Was the trade taken as trophy?
Yes, I truly do despise the trophy hunters. I am dearly sorry for your loss.
He shakes his head a couple times. Dead now.
So, Grabo.
well. It seems my fable of betrayal has ended. I've come out on the other side, truly in paradise. What can I do for
Are you truly in paradise because now you have the couch? Is that what this is?
Yes.
Hmm. So do tell me, what is it like to go on these excursions?
It's hell. You're constantly moving. Sometimes you have to do more than one task, and you can't stop. There's a time limit. There's something going on. There's some important thing. It's awful.
Hmm. I mean, I have been on the run for quite some time. I don't quite mind moving so much. I don't like
But wouldn't
staying
you like
still
to
for too
stop?
Hmm. Maybe one day,
Personally,
but today is not the day.
I would like to be able to count the times that I'm going to leave this building for the rest of my life on my finger.
But isn't there much more you want to see in the world? More than just this couch, the
I'm
walls of a building. Seems
I've got my
drow.
fill. I'm not. I know that if I walk out that door, I'm not going to see anything too special. So I might as well stay.
Then you haven't traveled too far then. There is
No
always
need.
plenty to see. I see.
Now, you sound like you've traveled quite a bit, and have you ever seen whatever this says next to us? Because it sounds to me like I can see all the things I need to right in here.
Have you seen his dick?
I'd prefer not to.
His head shoots backwards and he has this look on his face like, please no.
I would prefer it if you kept it inside of whatever concealment you have.
It's pretty big. It's nice.
Mm.
Why
I wish to not
like
know.
this?
You got a good dick. If you got it, flaunt it. That's all I'm saying.
Mm. I see you are quite the promiscuous one.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I can see. Well, I will leave you three with whatever it is you are doing over the Battle of the Couch. I must leave now. And I kind of just go over and talk to where these folks are. If I can. If my computer will let me.
You're not allowed.
What?
You're not allowed.
You're not allowed to move.
Oh, I'm not allowed to move? Oh, goddamn it.
No.
Okay. I will stay here for the
Your
rest of
legs.
time then. So I go up and introduce myself to these three folks. Hello. My name is Hawthorne. Might I ask who you three might be?
It's the dwarf who's the first to pipe up. Ah, hello there. My name is Ingra. How are you doing?
I'm doing quite well. How are you?
Ah, I'm doing fine. Just, exercising a bit of my creative energy,
Um,
As you look at this piano, you see the pedals have been modified to where she can reach them with her short legs.
did you build those yourself?
No, this was actually a bit of a request I had of one of our guild members. She goes by the name Small. She's a small little goblin lady.
Well, that was quite kind of her.
Oh, yeah, she's a sweetheart, just, a bit on the clumsy side.
I see. How long have you played? And would you prepare to play a song?
I think I've played for about, I'm gonna say 7 years now.
Quite impressive.
Is it really? She scratches the back of her head.
Well, when you've practiced for something for many years, you become quite well. And I would like to hear a song, if you would not mind.
Sure. Uh, no, I'm sorry. My brain's not working at full capacity right now. What exactly?
I don't know, just trying to chat up the locals and shit. See.
What are you
see
trying to get Ingra to do?
I don't know, just play a song. She doesn't have to.
All right. I'll give her a perform check. All right.
She fucking slays that shit.
You know, Great Balls of Fire. Yeah, that one. The song she's playing seems to be pretty high energy. The knoll beside you doesn't seem to be very, let's say, happy about this development. He seemed to much prefer the doldrum tone she was playing before. But man, this Ori across the piano from you, she's fucking jamming. This is like her exact energy.
Rosemary seems to quite enjoy it. Hawthorne is just kind of watching and enjoying himself. He seems to enjoy hearing this really upbeat music. It's not something that he's really heard much before.
And I'm sure you as a ranger would notice the tiger behind you laying his head on the ground and covering his ears with his paws.
I don't see why he's quite
I'm
annoyed
definitely
with this. I don't see why he's annoyed, but it seems quite impressive.
And then Oz, the knoll beside you, Oz, he speaks up. It is loud. Very loud.
It is.
And his ear flicks a little bit.
Well, we all must learn to enjoy things we might not otherwise see or hear in this such case. Thank you for sharing, Ingra.
She nods. Anytime, dearie.
Might I ask your tales of excursions?
Well, I'm not so much of a combative type as everybody else here. I'm what you might call a cleric. I'm usually sent out on relief missions where I help locals get over some sort of, let's say, attacks, like, I don't know, some a couple days back. Apparently, they had a stoner clown there named Tom. I don't know. But I had to help them get back on their feet a little bit after that. But I also help with diseases a bit too. I have quite a diversified job.
But an important one.
What was that, Sid?
I said, but an important one.
Ah, yes, very important. Not many people can do it, especially not around these parts.
How about the rest of you?
The Ori from across the piano, you can hear what sounds to be stone on stone as she walks over and slings an arm around Oz. And actually, we'll put her over here.
Well, this big lug right over here, his name is Oz. And I'm Nay. We are, what you would call...
And Oz cuts her off. Vampire hunters.
Vampire hunters, I see. How long have you been hunting the undead?
Oz seems to be counting on his fingers. 21 years. And she slaps his hand down.
3 years.
Have you encountered many vampires in such time?
They both answer simultaneously, one saying, heck yeah, and the other being like, unfortunately. You have a feeling one of them enjoys their job quite a bit more than the other.
I can see this. Why do you not enjoy your job? Is it not thrilling to come face to face with a vampire?
He shakes his head, and then Nay scratches him behind the ear a bit. He's just scared of blood is all.
Then why do you wish to go into that field if you're scared of blood?
Well, and Oz puts up a hand. I am able to deal with vampires much easier without having to get close. I can send a stake through the heart before they know what's happening.
I see you're quick on the draw.
He
But why
nods.
vampires? If you are so afraid of blood, why not hunt such other things?
Vampires. And Nay just kind of pats him on the back. Vampires are a bit more common than a lot of people would like to, well, admit. And they're more of a plague than most things around here, so he wants to do his part and help out the best he can.
That is quite honorable.
Thank you.
So, do you two go on these excursions often? When do you know that you get called to go on these missions?
Well, usually we wait for a posting on the bounty board, but from time to time, the guildmaster himself, Zen, will come downstairs and inform us that there's been an outbreak somewhere and we need to take care of it. It's only been bad enough for us to need to take other people with us along once or twice, though.
I see. Well, thank you for the information. I appreciate it greatly. It was lovely to meet the both of you. Hopefully there will not have to be too many outbreaks soon.
Man, I hope so. I've been sitting around here for so long. I want to get out.
Well, maybe we will go on a hunt together one day.
What do you? You have her full attention now.
I'm sure your skills are quite good in battle.
Oh, yeah, they're great. And she drops a warhammer at her side.
I see. Well. Sorry. Ah!
That was a T-pose you weren't expecting.
Quite intimidating, not gonna lie. Just casually drops a whole ass warhammer. That was quite impressive. I'm sure you were quite scary on the field, as are you, I'm sure, Oz.
Oz shakes his head and starts tapping on Nay, though. Nay. Terrifying.
Well, thank you very much for the information. I'm sure I will run into you too soon. As well as you, Ingra. Thank you for the beautiful performance.
Yeah, of course, it's no problem.
Alright. I kind of just, over here now. What else I really want to...
Yeah. Though it has been a little bit since you've seen the person that did recommend you to this guild. Yes, they must not be on the first floor.
Yeah, I guess.
But
Are
at
they
this
on
point in
the,
time,
I believe it's the entrance of the third and final party member that we have this session.
That was a long ass journey. Fucking could not the map was fucking no help. You see the person who made this flyer, I'm going to.
Oh man, you're gonna hate me for the immediate idea I had
Oh dear.
for who made the flyer.
Let me see. Hey, Bart. Okay. This is the White Light Guild, correct?
Oh, yes. Hello. My name is Eizerov, bartender of the White Light. How may I help you?
I'm looking for the head honcho around here. I need to talk. I'm planning on joining, I guess.
Yes, Master Zen should be in his office on the second floor. I think he was supposed to return from his trip today. That might be tomorrow, though. I get confused what with all the magic.
Trust me, you and me both.
Indeed. Indeed. And you see him breathe a little bit of fire and start shining a mug.
Ash just thinks in his head, this will never be normal.
His head thinks back, shit, you right. JK.
Thanks. Is there any, I don't know, place that I can relieve the tension of wanting to hit something?
We have our activity room just through those double doors, through the other double doors on the side, actually.
Okay, thank you.
It's no problem.
I had to get something fixed on the second.
Alright.
Yeah, there's quite a scene going on. Yeah, you come in to start wailing on some dummies and
He just
notice
looks
yeah,
here.
giant white tiger, fucking wood constructs, and the one thing you especially can't help but notice is the skimpily clad, big-titted tiefling.
Who's not wearing undergarments, and it's very obvious. Because her dress is incredibly short. This is important information, I assure you.
Very important. It's
Just look at
Yeah. I'm on the same couch.
He's all messed. It's like,
Mhm.
do I really need to hit something? No, you not. Just nopes out there.
Just nopes the fuck out.
That's very fair.
Personally, I would too.
Rude.
And as you enter this room, you see this very enthusiastic lady with what seems to be wings. Pick up this gun. Pick up the gun sitting on the table, just like, and what's this one do? Huh? This is one for punching, for stabbing, for slicing. And the short half-orc across the table, that's a gun. You shoot people with that. and the Azamar that was holding the gun blinks a few times, dumbfounded.
What do you mean? Shoot! Why would you need a weapon for shooting? You need a weapon for stabbing.
Have you never heard of a gun?
The half-orc looks over.
Well, in her defense, they are a bit newer in terms of technology.
Where I come from, they're very common.
Ooh, where are you from?
You probably wouldn't have heard of it. Never mind, said anything.
Aww.
She seems to be slightly upset. And then the Azamar is just like, good!
A lot of people that use guns are cowards!
I mean, I wouldn't say that. Granted, I will admit, I like to bash people in the head. Most likely with a bat.
She steps forward. Now here's somebody that gets me! She's strapped from head to toe in weapons.
Oh dear.
Anywhere from blades to clubs to staves.
Ah dear. I do not think you need that many weapons.
What? What are you talking about? What if one of them breaks? I need 12 more!
No, you don't.
I can guarantee you that I do.
Okay, tell me. How are you going to holster, let alone grab another one after the first one breaks?
Well, duh. You don't holster them after the break. You drop them.
And what if you slip on it?
Then that's my fault and I deserve to die the glorious death on a battlefield.
You get the feeling this person is mentally ill.
Is there some sort of is there any hospital or some type of infirmary to help this mental patient?
Unfortunately, the doctor of the guild is out at the moment.
Shame.
Neryl nods a few times.
But I don't think I've seen you around here before.
Yeah, I just came here after looking at this finding this flyer. And after some very faulty directions,
Oh, don't tell me you found the flyer.
I did.
Oh, no. Not the flyer.
What's wrong with the flyer?
Nimmy made that. She's not very good at drawing.
Nimmy?
Yeah, she's the cook upstairs. She's a halfling. Very sweet girl, just not very smart.
Okay, then. Anyways, from the forge, I take this as the blacksmith.
She nods twice.
Yep, I'm in fact the blacksmith.
Then what is, and he visibly just points to the Krazamar. I'm guessing she's your assistant or something?
Neryl slowly walks over to you. Locks her arm around your head and leans in and whispers.
No, she's been here for days and refuses to leave. I'm just tolerating her. I just want her to leave.
Ash just looks, and Nero just sees in Ash's eyes.
She sees in Ash's
see-
eyes what?
You can see in his eyes pity.
Hit you?
Pity!
Oh, pity. Yeah.
Dumbass.
Hey, fuck you. I'm fucking working on doing this and eating my dinner at the same time, so fuck you.
Everyone raise
Well-
your hand if you have bad.
Well, I was going to.
Wait, everyone raise your hand of what, Seth?
DM bad.
Oh. Can I raise both my hands?
Ash whispers to the half-orc, "Do you want me to try and help you get her out?"
She slowly turns to you.
Would you please?
Okay.
Oops.
And hearing that,
My
Ash
bad.
Ash does this by force. He grabs the Azmar bot the arm and starts dragging out.
Hey, what are you doing? Let me go! I'm not done looking at these weapons!
And she gets dragged along.
Yep. We're going for a stroll. Oh, wow. So, what do you want to do?
Oh.
I smell tiger. I want to fight Southpaw!
Excuse me, what?
And then she grabs you by the wrist and starts dragging you along.
I've heard of taking turns for the worse, but this is fucking ridiculous.
She kicks open the double doors and points directly at the tiger.
Fight me, Southpaw!
Oh dear.
Since we're so far away and I'm right by the tiger, I'm gonna walk over here to make sure we're not getting confused for each other.
God damn it, Seth.
I don't want to get involved.
The tiger exhales loudly.
Ah dear.
And this is all you hear him say. No.
Well, you heard that. He declined.
And then she looks down, glum.
He never wants to fight me.
As he shrinks in size.
How about I fight you?
You'll let me kick your ass?
I never said that.
Huh? So you think you can beat me?
I mean, I know how to swing a bat.
The Drider just slowly scuttles away.
I know how to swing a great club.
By the because I don't want to hurt people I don't know. May I ask, what is your name?
So, you've heard of honor. You've heard of purity.
God, no.
But now get ready for the most simple of them all, the most simple-minded person you'll ever meet. War!
God!
Oh, Lord.
Dang. Are you fucking serious? War is not a name! War is a fucking... War is a conflict between nations! What?
Ah, I see you don't understand how Azamar are named.
No. No, I don't.
Azamar are named after valuable qualities. And war is the most valuable quality of all!
Ash just thinks to himself, saying, I got myself into this. God damn it.
Well, I mean, war's actually the name I gave myself. My parents named me Conflict and called me Connie. But war sounds better.
Whatever, let's have a honorable and fair fight. And since you told me your name, you can call me Ms.
Ms.
M-Z-E.
Ms. what? Oh, MZE? Oh, okay. I thought you meant as in madam, huh? I was real confused for a second. You don't look like a miss. Well, whatever. War doesn't judge.
Anyways, let's go. And you just visually see Ash start cracking his neck and fist.
And then I
Has
think
he
we can
been-
off-screen that.
Yeah.
Because that's going to be a lot of screaming and swinging.
Roll to see who wins.
Yeah, sure. Let's just do a contested strength check. Here's Wars.
That's gonna be hard to beat.
Well,
Start. Off to
well, she has her name for a reason. As she thoroughly and handily kicks your ass.
I can't believe we're losing someone this
Could
early.
have an excuse for but I'm not going to even say it.
You little bitch rolled a nat one.
And I'm just gonna do this real quick, okay? And then... Oh. Oh.
Sucks, buddy.
Oof. But yeah, what's going on with Grandma? How's he doing?
I've been just kind of making a note of who these people across the room are. They said out loud their names to each other, so I know which ones not to start trouble with because they won't leave me alone.
These are very good things to make note of. You have done yourself a great service, Grebo.
I was trying to talk to my boy Antoine Spider Guy over here, and we were gonna bet on who was gonna win, but I didn't work up the courage to say it.
Oh, that's good, because he didn't work up the courage to introduce himself either.
Well, that's fine by me. Like I said, people who won't talk to me, oh boy.
So, now that you look at it, the clothing he's wearing looks rather similar to the clothing that the tiger was wearing. so that's neat.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go around and try to give a little small talk before I inevitably walk out. Just like, hey, nice get up. Any relation to Paws over there?
He blinks a bit and clasps his hands together. Well, actually, he and I were enslaved by the same group, and they didn't have clothes large enough for him, so I made them myself.
Does that make you guys cousins? Or
No, I made it from my silk by hand. At least I don't remember having cousins.
from like your own silk. That's pretty neat. Do you do that for everyone around here? I don't think I've talked to you before.
Oh, I am what you would call a new recruit, I guess. I've been here for maybe a few days, maybe a week at most.
Now, I'm in here every day, but I definitely don't notice anyone else in here. And that might be my own fault, but it's nice to meet you, guy. And then before we can say anything, I'm going to walk out.
Poor Antoine.
Why do you gotta do Antoine dirty? He's precious.
I've socialized so much.
We'll socialize some more.
This is the best socialization you're gonna get from Grabo.
I want to go hang out in the armory.
There's
But,
a
like-
second floor.
There is indeed a second floor. But you walk into the forge, and there, as always, is Neryl. Working. As always. You know, this never changes.
It's a constant that I've kind of come to really enjoy. Just the beating of hammers or or just the sound of the forge.
Let me s-
I'm gonna
Yeah, I
walk
do
up
have
to
a
him
song
and
for her.
say, "Hey, Daryl."
Oh, hey, Grabo. What's going on?
Looking for some reason not to do anything. You working on anything?
Well, right now I'm just trying to get a few more, let's say, prototypes done. I told one of our newer recruits that I would try my hand at making a cannon.
Are you serious? Those new recruits are trouble. One of them just makes clothes with his hand. He told me so.
Oh, yeah, I actually helped him enchant some of those. That's Antoine. Real nice.
Have you seen that big cat?
Oh, you mean Deldritch?
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks real scary, but he's really just a sweetheart.
I don't know. I think we're organization's getting a little too big. I liked it when we had just enough people where I could enjoy my leisure time and still not have to go on mission whenever we run it.
Well, from what I hear, we actually might be getting a second building soon.
What for? More people?
Well, that and mainly because there's a lot of couples around here nowadays. And well, I'm sure you've heard it, Grebo, but the tiefling fucks the tiger all the time, and it's very loud. She doesn't try to conceal anything. You can hear it from across the guild hall, on different floors, and it keeps you up at night, wondering when it's going to end.
I thought that was just me. You're telling me that that's real?
That is very real.
Oh my
They have fucked in my forge while I was working.
You know, okay, you know my couch. You know my couch.
No, not the couch too. That poor couch.
This is awful. That second
Life
building
had
better
just begun.
sanitize. Do you have any
Please tell me it's
enchantments
at
to
least
keep
not
that kind of
dirty.
evil out?
So we need to go get small. We need to get something that, I don't know, can disinfect anything they've touched with their genitals. And we need to clean this entire place. We need to scrub it from head to toe.
Now, I think you're really up for this task, and I might oversee you.
Meryl
but
puts her
that
hands on
doesn't
Grebo's
happen.
shoulders and looks deep into his eyes.
I can still smell it on my golem.
I'm just gonna give a silent nod because I'm so happy that I haven't been imagining the terrible, terrible sound, smell, image that's been around the guild hall.
But other than their insane libidos, they're pretty nice people.
Yeah, I think so. Did we get some feisty kid that just wanted to start a fight? Because I was in the activity room, and across the way there were just some people duking it out.
Are you talking about the Krazamar?
Yeah, have you seen him?
She finally just left just left my forge.
Oh,
10 minutes.
well, about 9 minutes ago, she started a big old fight after calling out that tiger.
Oh, the cotton candy hair kid?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I guess somebody should have told him that she was a gladiator.
And that we don't keep doctors around.
Well, you know how Versu and Zen are. They're always trying to pursue more knowledge and shit, and they got a lead on something that they couldn't pass up.
I mean, more power to him. That's why people shouldn't go unconscious in the hall.
Oh no, he's just laying out there.
Yeah.
She didn't even put him in a bed or anything.
No. It could have resolved itself since I've been away. The last I was in there, they might have tried to lean him on something, but nothing successful.
And hard cut back to the activity room where War has picked Ash up and tried to in this seat at the go board to where it looks like he's not really paying attention to a match they're having.
Oh my lord. The match.
Everyone could see her clear as day doing this. She was not stealthy whatsoever.
Can you roll a stealth check just to humor me?
Oh yeah, sure. I'll roll a stealth check just to humor you.
Please get a nat 20. Damn it.
Nope, that's a -2.
Oh,
I don't know,
She
that kind of
picks
makes
Ash
it
up,
very
and you hear cling, clang, clong, cling, clang, clong, clang, as she very unladylike sets him in a seat. And now we cut back to Grebo and Nero. I have no idea what she would do with him.
well, either way, as long as they don't take up too much space and they take the missions I don't want, we can screw as much as we need to.
And Nero rubs her chin a bit. Wait, Grebo, there are missions you want?
There was one once to go check the mail. I
Well, you know
nailed
that
it.
one's available like once a week.
I take it. It's the only way I meet my quota.
Huh. I'm surprised you get away with that.
We have people who actually want to go adventures running around here all the time. It's easy to just kind of stay in the background.
I guess that's fair enough. But yeah, no, I've just been doing my usual thing.
Mind if I just kind of lay about the shop while there's no one in here?
I am perfectly fine with that, just as long as you're not screaming about if a gun's supposed to stab, slice, or punch.
I'm gonna go look at this this set of armor that I've probably seen 40 times before.
Oh yeah, no. You know this is her own set of armor that she just leaves sitting around, because what does she need it for? She doesn't fight. She's a pacifist.
It's nice though. It's art.
Yeah. And, you know, she said she could smell it on her golem. Now that you're closer, yeah, you can smell it too. You don't even
Oh.
have a nose and you can smell it.
I've become sad.
I'm big upset. This is why I wanted Seth, guys.
Grebo's a treat.
I think let's whoosh on over to Hawthorne, though.
Okay.
So, Hawthorne, you've seen a lot of what these people downstairs have to offer. Would you like to travel upstairs?
I would like to, away from the insane chaos that he is not exactly used to.
Yep.
Alright, how do I go up?
Well, just give me a sec. I'm gonna put
Right.
you through here. Is Yuffie just trying to take up like the whole couch over here?
Yes. Yes. The moment he left, she lied down on the couch.
Zell's
Jesus.
doing that annoying thing where he rests his head on her legs. And I'll just this staircase, I guess.
Asserting couch dominance.
Couch posing on him. Ba-ba-dum-ba-da.
Wait.
And you will enter this map over here.
Oh. That's a fun table. Those are 2 fun tables.
Yeah, those are 2 very fun tables.
But I like this table more. This table seems more interesting.
Yeah, you know, that's fair.
But that's
Alright,
not too-
I am going to make my way, I guess, over to the food hall kitchen area and see if I can find some food. Because me and Rosemary both hungry folks. We like to eat the foods.
Oh boy, food is great. You enter the room. You see a couple of lively tables. One filled with well, strangely enough, what seems to be an Azamar, Suli, and Vishkanya. Three, honestly, pretty rare races that you don't see too often. As well as a table with a full blood orc, another tiefling, a human, and a naga. But
Mhm.
the young lady, at least you think she's young, that's working the kitchen seems to be a halfling with a small mouse sitting atop her shoulder.
That is quite an adorable mouse you have there.
Why, thank you. He's a good friend of mine.
What is the good fellow's name?
Ah, his name's Remy.
God damn it.
And my name's Nemi. That spells Ninny backwards. No, it doesn't.
Uh,
It does
of
not.
course it does. Nimmy,
Yes.
do you happen to have any raw meats on you?
Do I happen to have raw meat? She pulls a fucking raw steak out of her coat pocket and puts it on the table.
Ew.
That is quite an interesting compartment to keep raw meats. I do not wish to ask.
I'm always ready to cook.
I can see this. My companion here would love to have this coat steak of yours, and I shall be on my way.
One might call it a hanger steak.
God damn it.
God damn it.
She's like, yeah, I've been keeping a lot of things in my pockets lately since Mr. Winlow came about. I'm keeping pocket cheese on me at all times now.
That sounds smelly, to
I'm
say
sure
the
he'll eat it.
least. He kind of takes a step back.
She slides the raw slab of meat over.
Rosemary happily takes it into her mouth and scampers off elsewhere, underneath the table, to chew on her new food.
Is
I
that a
appreciate-
Wolverine?
It is a Wolverine. Thank you for asking.
He's pretty.
She is a female, but yes, she is quite gorgeous.
I like
She
her coat.
has-
It seems fluffy.
You might not want to pet it. She has quite the temper.
I don't know. She's not as scary as the big cat downstairs, and he lets me pet him all the time.
You can try, but it is ill-advised. She rarely lets me pet her.
You hear a hiss from underneath the table, Hawthorne. Maybe it's not
As
the
you can
best
see what I
idea
mean.
while my hands and pockets smell of raw meat.
And cheese. She does enjoy raw meats and cheese.
Oh no.
She
Not
might
another
try
Mr. Winlow.
She might try to chew holes in your pockets later. I advise to keep your coat up somewhere high.
I can't get anywhere high. I'm only 4 feet tall.
Maybe you should ask the cat to help. He's a quite gargantuan fellow.
I don't know. Miss Eufers doesn't like it whenever
other people try to get Dell to do things for them.
There must be someone else who could help you reach such high places.
But Alice is all the way in the bar.
It must take quite some time to go down all those steps. But perhaps just keep it in a cabinet somewhere. Maybe lock it. She does get quite adventurous.
Yeah, that's a good idea. And she runs over, pulls out a stepping stool, climbs up it, and puts the cheese in the top compartment.
Rosemary kind of gives a look. She's thinking about it, but she goes back to the steak.
Why did I feel an overwhelming sense of menace?
It's because you did.
Oh. Oh no.
You might want to watch your back from now on.
You hear that, Remy? You'll be the eyes in the back of my head. He squeaks and nods in approval. This was the job he's always wanted.
The job he's always dreamed of.
He was born for this.
Well, thank you for giving me the meat. I greatly appreciate it, and I know Rosemary does as well. We will be visiting more often than you'd like to see us.
I don't think that's possible. I like talking to people a lot.
Oh, I'm sure we will become quite annoying at a certain point.
The only annoying one is... She pats her chin for a second. That's it, Honor. That's his name.
I'm sure I will run into this fellow at some other time.
Yeah, some other time for sure. He's not here right now. Something about a broken penis.
Is it normally quite so chaotic around here?
No, that's new, but it's fun.
There seems to be a lot of people running around together, I see.
Oh,
Quite
yeah.
fascinated.
A lot of people tend to stick with who they're partnered with for missions because they're pretty good bonding exercises. But I don't get that chance. I'm not exactly fit for combat.
Well, we all have our roles in life, and I'm sure you are a wonderful chef.
Oh, thank you. I like to think I'm pretty good at my job. You notice that there are several plates of marshmallows.
I can
sitting
imagine
on the
so.
table.
He kind of... What? Oh. I ask about the copious amount of marshmallows.
They're mine and I like them. She slams her face on a plate, and when she brings it back up, there are no marshmallows on her face or the plate.
That is impressive.
It's an acquired
Cut.
skill.
I can see that.
You
And
didn't
how
even
did you
remember
learn-
seeing her chew.
Part of me wants to know how, but I'm not going to ask. It is quite a sight that was.
She nods twice. That's what most people say.
I can only imagine. What other like foods and stuff are on the table?
She seems to have regularly prepared sushi, cinnamon rolls, lemons, bananas, even fresh rotisserie chicken, gummy bears, and candied apples.
Hawthorne goes for the rotisserie chicken.
Oh yeah, dude. You couldn't tell, but it looks like she just made this.
Who does your hunting? Is this fresh?
We get new meats and stuff in every week or so. So yeah, most of our stuff is pretty fresh.
Mm. I will be the judge of that. I'm sure it is quite delicious, though. And he takes like a small bite just to kind of see if it's up to standard, his standards.
And I will roll her profession cooking. Alright, that's some pretty goddamn good chicken.
This is probably the best chicken I've had since my mother's. And he just starts shoveling it in his mouth.
Her eyes twinkle. Really?
Yes, it has been quite some time since I've had chicken this delicious. I was right. You are a excellent chef.
She presses her hands on her cheeks. Oh, you flatter me.
Anytime. He also picks up like some cinnamon rolls and just kind of gives her a nod and a smile and says thank you very much for your hard work. And he goes to walk over here and just kind of takes a plate and kind of sees what's going on over here.
And so I says to him, what do I says to him? I says to him, I'll knock your lights out if you look at me like that again. Wait, so how exactly did we get on this story? I'm a little lost here. You know, I'm not entirely sure. Yes, this does seem like a strange turn of events. But Mr. Nashor, what do you mean you'll sock it to him? And then he says it again, and I knock his lights out. This man seems to clearly be inebriated and out of his right mind.
I can see that.
Hi.
The Naga kind of slithers to attention.
You're a new face around here.
Yes, my name is Hawthorne. I am here with my companion, Rosemary the Wolverine. She is currently hiding underneath a table, devouring a steak.
And then Liliana's tail points over.
That her right over there?
Yes, you can tell by the small grunts and drool that is pooling underneath the table.
Ooh, Nami's gonna have to clean that later.
Yes, I am. You don't know how she heard that.
Might I ask, who are all you folks?
The loud, boisterous orc up north is just like, the name's Nashor, Slayer of Mammoth.
What the fuck is even a mammoth?
They're quite big creatures, are they not?
That's right, I took down 8 of them. By myself with my bare hand.
That
And
is... Oh, sorry.
And Liliana leans into you.
He's never seen a mammoth once in his life.
I can assure you they are quite majestic creatures.
I mean, they don't sound too majestic with a name like Mammoth. Sound pretty large.
Just because something is large does not mean it is not majestic in its own right.
Calamity squints his eyes at you.
Name's Calamity.
Nice to meet another tiefling.
Oh boy. The squad's getting bigger and bigger. We've got the white-haired puffball prick, the smartest man in the room,
He looks you up and down, bear. And then he looks at the floor in the whore.
Sounds like an interesting collection of folk.
You say interesting, I say migraine.
You hear a thump from under the table as he jumps up. Ow!
What did I say about being rude about other people? I wasn't being rude. Ah, my other shin! And then the human looks over. Hi, my name's Findolin. Findolin Arendelle. That last name rings no bells to you whatsoever.
You are correct about this.
Yes, you are a forest boy. You would not know the names of royalty.
You're right, I care not of the finer folk of life, as I like to call them.
She's like, sorry about Calamity. He's a bit of a brash asshole. I am just. I think it's bruised.
You might want to get that checked.
You know, maybe I should. He'll get it checked after he checks his attitude.
He audibly gulps. You can easily tell who wears the pants in this relationship.
I can see that.
And actually, roll me a perception check, Hawthorne.
Okay. Let me see.
Well,
Some spicy rolls tonight.
yeah. Something seems familiar about this lady over here, but you can't quite put a finger on it.
I give her a glance.
You think she raises an eyebrow, but you can't tell because she's wearing a mask.
I'll
And
choose
then-
to. What? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's fine. And then the Naga introduces herself as Liliana.
It is lovely to meet you all. How long have you been a part of this guild?
Nashor and Liliana chime in. About 2 weeks.
Fendolin chimes in. About 4 days. And then Calamity's just 7 years.
Oh, wow, there is a lot of fresh faces here. Is it so normal for you to have so many new recruits?
No, it's also not used to me feel normal for me to feel like my shins are bleeding.
Like I said, you should really get that checked.
She's got a hell of a kick.
But he gives you the rundown pretty much of, no, it's not normal for there to be this many new recruits at one time, but there's good reason for it, as it is the recruitment season and the first time they've actually given it their all in full swing.
Gotcha.
At least under new management, which you are told is the guild leader by the name of Zin. And
Alright, gotcha. Well, thank you very much. I'm sure I will run into you all at some point. Maybe on a mission, or maybe not again. Who knows?
Liliana chuckles.
It's kind of hard to run into me.
Well,
Or
we
at
shall.
least for me to run into you.
Well, if that is such, it was lovely to meet you. And he, I guess he moves over to this table now. Let's see, what's the what?
They all wave as you hear another thud as Calamity jumps in his seat yet again.
Hawthorne lets out a small chuckle, but not too loud, though.
You hear him curse under his breath. Fucking son of a bitch.
Hello. My name is Hawthorne. I'm pretty new here. Might I ask who all you are? And he kind of gives a look over at, the one in the mask. But not, doesn't stare for too long, but kind of looks around the other, to the rest of
Now
the group.
time for me to roll how smart she is. Oh shit, Maxie's actually smart. Shit. She rubs her chin a bit and then just kind of pats the table lightly. What was it? What was your name? Thornberry? No. Hawthorne?
That is correct. Thank you for remembering. Even though I just said it.
See, he does have a point. He kind of just zoned out again.
You see the Vishkanya slowly reach her hand over and press her finger upon the lips of the Suli to get her to quiet down.
I think I remember you. You were the guy who left the burning forest, yeah?
That is correct. Quite a travesty, it was.
And I want you to give me an intelligence check to recall.
Alright.
I guess I'm just like yoinking all the good rolls tonight. I'm just mugging you guys and taking all the good numbers.
Like, your RNGs belong to me.
You said intelligence check?
Yep. It's at this point that it kind of clicks. You're like, oh, this is the snake lady that was telling me about this guild and gave me those really bad directions.
Okay. It is very nice to see you again. Thank you for the directions.
She finger guns. Anytime, big guy.
Yes, it is quite nice to have a roof over my head once more. It's been quite a while.
Oh, yeah, man. The outside can kind of be a little wild.
The Suli raises a hand, actually. As if to ask a question.
Yes.
Wait, you're telling me you actually got off of some of Maxie's directions?
Well, when you're as good of a tracker as I am, you can track anything down just about.
Be that as it may, Maxie's horrible with directions. Hey! She got lost on her way home from... Don't you dare!
From where?
From seeing her dear old parents.
If it weren't for the mask, you believe she'd be looking irate right now.
Well,
You can't tell, but you think the Suli's smirking at her? She seems pretty expressionless.
well, I guess it is some kind of miracle then that I got here, but I do appreciate the help in getting here. It'll be nice to try and find some purpose now that my homeland is destroyed.
Yeah, that's rough.
Again, Maxie and Vixen make eye contact. One of them seeming much more upset with the other.
Sorry, can you repeat that? My thing was all cutting out.
The Suli and Vishkani make eye contact again for the third time already. It's seeming like one of them is a bit annoyed with the other.
Might I ask, what is the relation between you two?
Oh,
There
well, you
seems to
see-
be a...
and the young lady to the left of you, Hawthorne, is just like,
Oh, they're dating.
I see.
and the first expression you've seen on this lady's face the entire time you've been in this room is her face getting flushed and looking toward the floor.
Are you quite embarrassed of this fact?
Well, you see, Maxie, no.
And then she leans over and whispers to you.
She only realized she was gay last week.
That is quite the realization in such a short amount of time. But congratulations on your self-discovery.
She slumps down in her chair and seems like she's trying to go underneath the table.
You don't have to slink down. It's nothing to be ashamed of. It seems like this is quite the accepting environment for the most part.
She is
What
just
with-
upset 'cause you didn't figure it out sooner.
Well, all in due time.
The young Azamar to the left of you once again pipes up.
You know, it was kind of weird though, when you have a problem with being touched, but you know, when one specific person touches you, you don't really mind it at all. You know,
Hmm.
just knowing them for years.
Well, it's always nice to have a familiar touch, I suppose. But it is good to find the person that you are closest to, whoever it may be. You should be
And
proud
then-
of yourself.
And Maxie leans underneath the table.
Yeah, be proud of yourself.
You get the feeling that this is a normal situation for these two.
Yeah, I can see their dynamic is quite something.
Yep.
So, do you two go on many excursions, many adventures? What is life like in the guild for you two?
Well, I'm usually sent out on espionage missions. And, well, Vixen is often sent out with me as a sort of brute force in case things go south.
While this woman you assume is Vixen, the one who's sliding under the table, does seem to be fit, you wouldn't exactly describe her as strong enough to brute force anything. She looks like she'd struggle with a pickle jar.
Well, I guess we're all a little surprising, I suppose.
Oh, no, not physically. She's a, how do I put this? A psionic?
Very fascinating. I have not met too many like that. Very fascinating.
Yeah. And then Alice chimes in. She can shoot out these huge beams with the brain, just like. She seems to be the youngest of the people you've met here.
Gotcha. I bet that is quite impressive to see. I would love to see that one day.
And Vixen slowly slides back up into her chair.
Maybe if you play your cards right and move up to be as high ranking as us, you can hang out with a couple of losers.
A couple of whom?
She mumbled the word loser.
Sorry. Well, I'm sure if I stay for long, I will meet these losers. But who knows where I will be? I go where the wind takes me.
Wow. You sound just like Vixen. No, he doesn't. Shut up.
Is that such a bad thing?
No.
Well, I would hope not. Well, thank you all very much for your help and kind words. Congratulations on the self-discovery, by the way.
Her face becomes flushed yet again.
Alright, Hawthorne just kind of goes to see how Mary's doing on that steak, see if she needs anything else.
Oh, I believe at this point she's been done with it and is kind of just skulking under the table and leering at the counter.
He gives her a little scritch on the ear.
She reacts slowly and turns to him, saliva dripping from her maw.
Aw, did you enjoy it, girl?
She looks at you like, really? Like, this is how you're gonna treat me? For real?
He gives a smile and pats her and gives another scritch. You know I will always bother you.
She nods. Seeming this.
You cut out again, sorry. What?
She nods, seemingly having come to terms with this.
Oh, okay.
Does anybody else hear that?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
I love the ascension. Very nice.
The robotic overlords had come for Sid.
Dear God. Not again.
Yes, the robot overlords.
I don't know where to go right now. So,
You can switch
Yep.
to the cotton
Yep.
candy head.
Cotton
Yeah.
candy boy. So, Ash, or Mr. Cotton Candy, whichever you prefer. You wake up feeling rather stiff, not knowing exactly where you are.
Aching.
War seems to be leaning over. Psst.
Mm,
You're not dead, are you?
no.
Good. Good. I'd feel bad if you went down that easy.
Hmm. Anyways, how did I get in this chair?
I jacked you in after I kicked your ass.
Ah, I see.
Don't worry, I don't think anybody noticed.
You look around the room, seeing the weird looks you're getting. Everybody definitely noticed.
Ah, well. Can't win them all. Just better. It's still honestly good to try next time.
Better try better next time. Yeah, just keep on getting stronger. And maybe one day you can beat war!
So that big fella over there, who I think I just saw transform back from a tiger. What's his deal?
Let's see. He was a prize fighting gladiator just like me, though I hate to admit it, he was better. He actually was in the same Coliseum as me. I was there for 2 years. He was there for 5 and went undefeated.
Hmm.
He's a tough son of a bitch, too. Watched him fight somebody with his leg completely shattered.
You see, if back from where I'm from, if someone's leg got shattered, they wouldn't be able to play the game anymore.
No, this wasn't a game. This was life or death. All of our Coliseum fights were to the death.
I see.
You know, most people would need help getting on and off, in and out of the Coliseum with a shattered leg. He just walked it off like it wasn't a problem. It's kind of hot.
Okay then.
But that's where me, him, she points back at the Drider, Prissy Boy, Owls McRed Bitch, Green McPunch Hard, and Snake McSoftface came from.
Nice nicknames.
Yeah, I don't know any of their actual names. I just know Southpaw.
Hmm.
That's the only nickname that was given to someone that I didn't give.
So what's your story?
I was traveling by myself with not much armor or weapons, and I got knocked out one day and woke up in a coliseum where I could let out all of my bloodthirsty urges.
Hmm.
She seems to have a deranged look in her eyes.
Dear.
You think they allowed a serial killer to live out her biggest dreams.
Well, at least there's. At least it's a simple life, I guess.
Oh yeah, it was great. You know, except for the very few meals and chains and shit. But you get used to it eventually. Eventually, you start to like the chains.
You know, there's something, and we call people who like that kind of stuff back where I'm from.
She leans over on the table, propping her head in her propping her head in her hands.
Oh, do tell.
We call them kinky fucks.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh dear. That's just things. I bet. Just things. Narrow bet. Or the half warblade better be fucking pleased. Because god dang. This woman definitely
she's-
not just a few screw loose. I'm pretty sure there's no screws left. All is head off. So
I have no idea what would have given you that feeling.
so do you know how to play?
She points down to the go board in front of you.
Is it check? Is it chess or checkers?
It's go.
It's Japanese.
Not really.
Give me a sec.
She jumps up and runs backwards. And I mean runs backward. She is still looking at you. Grabs the spider, or the drider, by his leg and drags him to the table.
Teach us how to play, spider bitch.
Excuse me, what?
We want to play Go. Teach us how to play Go.
He looks completely dumbfounded. The concept of doing this was foreign to him.
I suppose I can do that. What's a suppose? Just do it. Teach us how to play.
Okay. He seems to not want to be hurt. So he complies. And so Antoine gives you two the short version of how to play Go. If I remember correctly, it is rather similar to checkers and chess, but with its own mechanics.
It's not hard.
Yeah, it's not hard at the very least. And then War sets up the board and has you set up your side.
And it's like, all right, ready, set, go.
Okay, I'm pretty sure intelligence check. Let's see who wins is in order.
Yep.
It's just not Ash's day.
You beat War at Go.
What? No. Do over.
Okay.
And now you roll again. Fucking goddamn it! And Antoine just kind of daintily puts his hand on the table. Now, you might not want to hear this, War. But maybe you're just not very good at Go. She just kind of looks at him there for a minute.
No.
Just like, huh? You want to go? No, I don't. Leave me alone. And instead of walking away like most people do, he goes to the wall behind Ash and scales it and walks along the ceiling. And descends back down to where he was standing beforehand.
Hmm.
Fine, you win.
To be fair, I do have a sister who is incredibly smart for her age.
How old is she?
12.
She's just sitting there, counting on her fingers.
Wait, how? Oh, what race are you?
Hmm. That is hard to explain.
I mean, you look mostly human.
Yes, I'm fully aware, but from what someone else has said, I'm apparently a tiefling.
Wait, what? No, you're a tiefling. You'd have
Yeah,
like
that-
horns or different colored skin or fucking weird pupils.
That's what I said, but apparently, and he removes his mask to show off his fully fanged teeth. But because of these, apparently, that makes you a tiefling.
Whoa! And she's leaning over the table, looking into your mouth.
The hell?
Whoa. Are those sharp?
Yeah, had them ever since I was born. Well, you know what I mean. I grew them when I was growing teeth.
Do you think they could draw blood?
I mean, I've gotten my fair share of fights, and yes, they can.
Her eyes grow wide.
Dear.
It's kind of hot.
I don't know if I like where this is going.
Ash just has two of his fingers in the middle of his, on the brim of his nose, like. God damn. He's just thinking to himself, this chick has went from a kinky fuck to a fucking sadist or masochist or whatever.
It is masochist that you're thinking of.
So, you want to make like Blueberry and the Bobcat?
I'm not clear about that expression.
She.
The bobcat. I like that one.
She lifts up her left hand in a circle and brings up her right hand and starts poking her finger through the circle.
No.
Come on, it'll be fun. I'll shut up.
Gotta tell you this right now. What my older brother has said. Don't put your dick in crazy.
I'm not crazy, just horny.
Just hears this and just calmly walks away. Goes
She
straight up.
lays down on the table, her ass in the air, in defeat. Okay. Oh, I forgot to Shadow Realm.
Yeah, you forgot shower room both.
All right, and I take it you're heading up to the next floor.
Yep. That is enough. That is enough weirdness to scare him off.
She'll be back again.
Ah, dear.
Did I move players over here? Yeah, I did. What the fuckle? What the fuckle? That's not where I clicked at all, Roll20. Why'd you take me to the Underdark? I thought you'd like Blueberry and the Bobcat.
I very much liked it.
Look, well, at least I'm away from that crazy. What? Where'd it go to? Yes, let's go to. Maybe the leader of this guild is here now. Let's see. Not knowing where to just randomly walks into here.
Ah. To the north, you see a group of people. Well, they seem to mainly be making fun of this young lady whose face bright red, and tiefling male that you saw downstairs briefly interacting with what seems to be a wolverine. And over here, this orc seems to be spouting drunken stories.
Let's see, which one? Guessing this, which table, and where the leader is. Let's go with these script, please. Hey, can you tell me where the guild leader is? Or at least where it is.
I'm not sure if he's back yet. Magic's a bit on the weird side, but usually it's just right across the hall, and she points toward the door you entered.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
She nods.
Did his hair look like cotton candy to anybody else?
God damn.
You enter the office, and it seems like a tired, half-head shaven blue man is sitting in his chair with a nowhere near as tired, gray-skinned woman with piercing yellow eyes is sitting atop his desk, kicking her feet back and forth.
Did I come in at a wrong time or something?
Zin looks up from the desk. No. No. We just got back from a long and arduous trip.
Hmm.
I'm sorry that I don't seem to recognize your face. Who am I speaking to?
Ah, sorry. I was. Name's Ash. But you can just call me Ms.
Ms. Alright. Well, Ms., I am Zen, the leader of this guild. How may I help you?
I've. See, this is gonna come across as a very weird thing, but I'm trying to find my way back to a certain place. And what I've heard is there's a lot of strange magic here that could probably help.
Well, magic is abundant here. Well, at least more abundant than it is in most worlds, planes, whatever you may call them.
See, try different dimensions or something around that line.
Yes, you do seem to reek of a different type of magic. And I don't mean anything by that trying to say you smell, just that your, let's say, magical signature is different than.
Mm-hmm.
The woman sitting on his desk seems to be looking between the two of you like, what the fuck are you going on about?
But anyways, I'm looking for a place to crash until I can find a proper way back, back home. And be any clues on how I can get back.
I'm afraid to say that might take some time.
Mm.
Planar travel, let alone dimensional, quite a hard task to, well, undertake.
Mm.
But if that is what you need, we will gladly house you here, try to help you with your endeavor.
Okay.
We just might need you to sign a few legal binding contracts.
Fair enough.
And he seems to pull out a stack of papers and begins flipping them, sliding a pen to the other side of the table. I'm going to need you to sign here, 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 initial here, put your birth date here.
Okay.
And then Versu hops off the desk, walks into her clinic, stops at the doorway, and runs back in. Zen. It's fucking filthy. It's everywhere. Literally everywhere. We need to purge it. What do you mean? Come with me. Just come with me. One moment, please. They walk over Versu opens the door for Zin. What the fuck? What the fuck is this? How the fuck? I don't know. I did. Get someone to clean it. No, I've got it. No, don't, honey. It's a battle zone in there. I'll be fine. And he comes back a few minutes later after prestigitationing everything in there away.
That's not a permanent fix.
It
It
is
only
because
looks like it's
permanently-
okay.
Like for breezing the.
Yeah, he never said he was gonna permanently fix it.
Is everything okay back there?
It will be after I go have a conversation with a pair of big blue boobs.
Can I roll
No.
intelligence to think? What is she talking about? Big blue big. Is it just
What?
just remember
Why
talking?
do you need a roll?
No, I'm just saying roll intelligence to remember back. Or am I?
Oh no, those tits are fresh in your mind.
One cannot forget tits as marvelous.
I see. That blue tiefling with that tiger fella.
God, it gives Go Get 'Em Tiger a whole new meaning. And I think it's about time we get to that part, right?
Okay.
Well, first of all, I think it's quite clear. Well, yeah, the Guildmaster himself would be pretty quick in spotting that there are quite a few new faces in the guild hall. Somehow, without even leaving the room, you don't understand that, though he does seem to be looking into an orb in his drawer from time to time. And going Hawthorne brought in here. And because it's about time for Grebo to actually go on a mission, I'm going to have him brought in here too.
I was trying to work up the courage to confront him.
Was trying to work it up, so he sent somebody to get you. Alright. There we go, roll 20. And there will be a fourth person, but unfortunately, she is not here at the moment. Or their player is not here at the moment. But I guess I'll go ahead and get that icon as well, though, since that makes sense. Ah, shit. This does not have her name on it.
It smells like wood cleaner and it's bothering me. The growing smell of a lemon and orange.
Why does it smell like
I
that?
don't know.
How odd.
I wish I could tell you. But I don't know.
Everybody has their nameplate shown, yeah?
Pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think so.
Ashton.
Can't tell because of the stacking order.
Boop. I think you need to reveal Rosemary. Oh, no, Rosemary's already revealed. Awesome. But, alright. But, he has the 3 new faces here. Signed paperwork. As he looks to Grebo. I'm sorry, Grebo, but, it seems that we will not be receiving mail this week, and you will have to do some other sort of quest.
Do you just not like me? Is that what this is?
No, if I didn't like you, I wouldn't let you stay in the guild through doing nothing but getting the mail.
Hey, that's a long walk. I pull my weight as much as anyone else here.
And we greatly appreciate what you do, Grebo. But that being said, if your job can't be done this week, then you need to find something else to do this week.
Alright. But I'm going to talk to the mail carrier next time. And if I find out that there's some kind of plan,
No,
I'll
Grebo, it
be
is
back.
not some sort of plan. We simply just didn't order anything this time.
I'm just going to cross my arms disappointed.
Zen pinches the bridge of his nose. Let's see, chugga. Woo woo. It's 3 musketeers coming down the. Say 3 musketeers, but only 2 of them have to do anything. Bum bum, ba-dum, bum bum. And after the paperwork is done being signed, and Zin and Grebo have a heart-to-heart over the mail.
To be continued.
To be continued at a later date and time. Versu barges in, and you guys catch the tail end of a conversation between her and the 2, let's say, strange individuals behind her. It's like, how did you get it everywhere? Literally everywhere.
I mean, if you want to find out, I could show you.
I'm going to have to disinfect my entire clinic from roof to tile for
I mean-
hours.
Isn't that something you're supposed to do in a clinic, though? Like,
Not because of this.
well, I'd say I'm sorry, but I'm not.
It was on the ceiling.
Yeah, that was fun.
How did it get on the ceiling?
I mean, wouldn't you like to know?
Wouldn't you like to know, health girl?
I mean, if you wanted to try it out later, I could tell you. But
I am in a committed relationship, darling.
Oh yeah, I mean, like I could tell you, and then you can do it with Sin. That sort of thing.
I do not think that is possible.
You're just not trying hard enough.
He is like the size of his forearm.
You're just not trying hard enough.
Do you see how small I am?
Do you see how small I am?
You're larger than I am.
You're just not trying hard enough.
I think this is where our genetics come to differ. Sorry.
Don't be.
So upset. Feel bad.
No, don't. No. She's just as big of a whore as I am. It's okay. You don't. No, don't feel sorry.
She gasps and puts a hand over her mouth. Why I never?
No, don't fucking fake it, bitch.
My wizard college days are far behind me.
But they still happened.
I'm going to have to power wash my ceiling.
Have fun.
Coming out of your pay.
That's okay.
Oh, what is this that we've walked in upon? No, I'm curious as to what that was. Anybody else?
Well, I'm glad to have a jury here because Big Z over here is trying to send me out of this building.
Ugh. I get the couch guy. Zin, you can't give me the couch guy.
You're getting the couch guy.
I don't want the couch guy.
Hey,
Too bad
I
you're
was
getting
about to
couch
get
guy,
the
cotton
territory.
candy bear, and I don't know what to call her. I don't. He's looking comma up and down. I just don't know what to call her.
A cutie with a booty.
If only I knew how she would react to that. If only I knew.
I guess we'll never know.
Dell scratches his cheek a bit. Get couch guy.
Oh, sorry, I never told you. We're going out on a mission, Dilly.
He
Surprise!
blinks a couple of times. What?
Yeah. It'll be fun.
When?
I don't know, maybe tomorrow or something. I don't. You know.
His ears shoot up and he like swipes his head from side to side a couple of times, like, what?
Yeah. Problem.
Would have liked to know.
But surprises are fun.
He scratches his cheek again. You're enough of a surprise.
What the fuck does that even mean?
He doesn't know how to say the word spontaneous or sound it out. So he just kind of makes this wiggling motion with his hands and then just kind of spreads his hands apart. He's saying you're spontaneous and all over the place, sweetie.
I see.
Bless you. I'm gonna get to work cleaning my fucking clinic.
So, these are the 4 I'm taking with me.
Actually, that will be the 5. Sorry, but I'm going to have to count Mr. Deldritch among your forces.
Well, I mean, okay, yeah, Del going was like, you know, a given.
A given, yes. A given that I did not know about. Though, nor apparently neither did he.
Oh, it's okay. No, he's cool with it.
He has this look on his face like, I never fucking said that, but okay.
She looks at Del. You're cool with it.
He blinks and slowly nods once.
She looks at Zen. Yeah, he's okay with it.
For everyone else, he looks just as confused as you do. If not more. But, yes. Hawthorne, Grebo, Ash, meet your new employer, Euphoria.
Wee, hi. And this fake guy's Deldritch. He's great.
He barely murmurs, "No, you."
Well, at least he's not talking as much as War.
Yeah, I saw you get the shit beat out of you. The fuck was that?
Pity.
Was it?
Hey, I learned as a kid not to hit women, not to really hurt women, so I held back.
Fuck that. Says Deldritch without missing a beat.
Whatever helps you sleep at night, buddy.
Are Sid and Seth here?
Are Sid and Seth here?
Sid, Seth, hello?
They're both muted.
I was ding dang muted. Oh my
You were
god.
ding dang muted, Seth.
Upsetting. I was replying to stuff, and you were actually
Oh.
replying pretty well to what I was
Oh.
saying. So
Oh,
I
shit.
thought it was going.
I just know you so well, Seth. I don't even have to hear you to respond.
Well, that's upsetting.
Oh.
But yes, I'm here.
Is Sid here? Sid, you dead?
God damn it, I was mute.
Oh my god!
Neither of them knew.
I said both of them were muted.
Oh my lord.
God damn.
I was wondering why y'all weren't being like able to hear me for a second. I was just like, damn, okay, I'm just not saying anything good, I guess.
Well, would you
Little
two
did
like
you
to
know you
say
were a fool.
anything now?
No, I was just listening to the banter, the mildly sexual banter.
I sure did mention that I would look forward to working with you guys, but it was completely overlooked due to how quietly I said it. You did.
But yes, it is quite a pleasure to work with the rest of you. Sure, it will be any kind of looks at Euphoria and Deldritch. Interesting.
Do you guys want to know what we're doing?
I'd rather not.
Yes.
Okay, so. Zen gave me the okay to go massacre an entire guild.
Now, that sounds fun and all, but we don't have to go anywhere for that. Or it's gonna take some sacrifice, but I won't have to leave.
No.
Dell's eyes are, you think wide? You can't tell. He can't seem to open very wide.
What guild do we have enough beef with that we need to go and match?
So there's this guild of like really pompous douchebags. It's called the Golden Rose. And they're like hoity-toity rich people, and they're known for like sex slavery and like abusing their money, and they suck and they need to die.
Sounds quite terrible.
Dell leans into Euphoria's ear and whispers, "That guild."
Yes, that guild, the one I used to work for, that one.
And then it's clearly audible to everyone. You can hear Deldrich's neck pop several times.
Oh Lord.
Now, do you want to go, Deli?
He nods once. Yes.
See.
You see, hey, no matter what you say, Naka, don't really like, murdering multiple people, but at the same time, how much are you paying for this?
She pulls a coin purse out from between her tits.
She's easily gotten 20k from Deldrich.
Let's see. What's a reasonable amount, Dylan?
I'd say probably around 4 to 5k a piece.
Yeah.
Because this is a lot of murder.
It is a lot of murder. How does, 5k gold sound?
You know what? That sounds reasonable.
Are you sure? Now, I'm not one to complain, but I've been making 3 gold per job since I started at this guild.
That's quite high for just doing the mail.
It does not matter the price. Just tell me who I need to kill. As long as I have a roof over my head, I am satisfied.
See, I like you. I like you, beefy boy.
Why, thank you, I suppose.
Deldrich pipes up. I will protect Yuffie.
Aw. I knew you would.
He gives that sort of half smile that is the closest he can get to a full smile.
And she pats him on his back.
All right. You guys have been acquiesced your mission, and here's where I tell you exactly what Euphoria and Deldrich's builds are. Deldrich is a defense-based fighter who is able to use his attacks of opportunity to take damage for Euphoria or other allies. He is able to do this up to 7 times a round. And Euphoria is a pretty much full DPS based witch, correct?
Yeah.
Your job is to, well, as Euphoria so bluntly put it, to seek out and eradicate the Golden Rose Guild. That is infamous for slavery, child slavery, sex trafficking, child sex trafficking, and much, much more. They are known to have only been able to get away with this sort of action because of the copious amounts of money they have.
Whee!
Oh,
Yeah, we getting real deep in this shit, boys!
man.
Can
I mean, you were the one who said that we were getting dark, so.
Should we tell them Yuffie's past now or later?
That's up to you.
Okay, so I'll basically say Yuffie's 18 and she's been working as a prostitute for 12 years.
And let's just say she didn't have a choice in the matter.
Well, yeah, no shit, Sherlock.
Hey, listen, desperate times call for desperate measures.
No!
Oh, poor choice of words.
No!
Yeah, that was.
Bad!
Yeah, I know.
Big yikes right there.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm saying that, you know, people could construe it as she did have a choice because people are weird.
Okay,
That's
no,
so
she was
what
forcibly
I mean,
taken from her family.
She was 6.
Time. They call.
Yep. And I'm not doing that one. Nope. No, that was poor taste even for me.
Good.
I double thought that one as soon as I thought of it.
DM it to me.
Oh,
I'm also quite curious.
okay, I'll put it in chat.
Oh, good lord.
Yeah, that's why Yuffie's interested in massacring this guild.
Oh boy.
Fun.
And Deldritch is invested purely because he, well, fell in love with a prostitute.
Which is a good choice, honestly. She's a
all the
delightful
money-
woman.
Yeah, all the money she's gotten and is going to pay you with was given to her by Deldritch as his Colosseum winnings.
Yeah, so Deldrick is basically paying you.
Oh.
Basically. Technically.
Yeah, technically speaking. But yeah, I think that is a good place to end the RP session for White Light Red District. And now that name makes a whole lot more sense, doesn't it, guys?
It does.
You got what, Seth?
I that's what I thought when I heard it because I just played Saints Row like just the other day. So Red Light
Ah,
District was
that's
fresh in my
great.
mind.
Nice.
Oh, God. Why do you ask this, Gene?
I know. I
What's
just-
Dell and Yuffie's ship name?
Uh,
I think the answer should be canon.
Anyway, say bye to chat.
Yeah. thank you everybody for coming out, and we hope to see you for the actual adventure of White Light and Red District.
Sick.
Say goodbye to chat, everybody.
Bye to chat, everybody.